Has made this statement, sir. Are you ready to leave the party on this issue?
No. As of now, I am loyal to the leader, loyal to the party. But this decision will be wrong. It will be detrimental to the interest of National Conference, because BJP has put all those issues on the back burner. It is deadly. It is a manifesto that they are opposing Article 370.
Then what would be?
As compared to that, we are wanting that internal autonomy has to be restored.
So you are against, sir, the BJP supporting a BJP government because of Article 370 and its views on
Not
Kashmir.
only that, BJP is wrong on many issues. On common civil code, their desire to build a Ram temple, they are not clear on the whole question of Babri Masjid.
So you are still with the United Front? Saifuddin So is still with the United Front?
National Conference has not yet, come out of United Front properly. That will be considered. That will be considered.
So साहब एक हिंदी में सो साहब.
हाँ भाई साहब, मैं नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में हूँ और नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस में रहूँगा. लीडर से ये कहता हूँ कि आपका फैसला जो है बीजेपी को सपोर्ट करने का, ये जम्मू कश्मीर नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस और जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों के खिलाफ फैसला है. इस पे नजरसानी करनी चाहिए, इस पे सोचना चाहिए, खुल के बहस होनी चाहिए. बस उतना.
एक काम करो. Azad, what's the latest situation?
Latest, though, TDP candidate has won by voice vote.
But you feel the Congress feels it's been taken for a ride?
No, let's not discuss that.
No, but it is indeed a blow, don't you think?
Eh?
All the talk of consensus has come to a naught.
Well, it is the BJP who has gone back, so there's no question of discussing it.
No, but isn't it a letdown in some ways?
Well, it is. Well, it is let down. क्या हाल है?
हाँ एक
what is the latest situation?
About what?
The speaker.
No, the speaker has been already elected.
No, but
You ask a question यार. Latest news ये कोई मैं news reader हूँ.
okay. But
क्या चाहिए पूछो ना.
वो बताइए कि the whole thing, the whole fiasco, whatever happened.
What is fiasco? I don't like this word to be used for the speaker of this country.
No, but you
What
see,
do you mean by fiasco?
it started with a consensus thing, and then the general reaction is that okay, you took the Congress for a ride. That's
Why Congress for a ride? Congress was trying to take us for a ride. Nowhere in the history of the parliament, neither at Lok Sabha level or assembly level, the opposition had their speaker. It is always which ruling party had a speaker, and so we had it. So there is nothing for taking for a ride.
With all the talk of consensus, hasn't it come to an
Consensus doesn't mean accepting Congress speaker. This is a new definition of consensus.
Mr. Mahajan, even at the last moment also, you have been telling that
If there is no consensus, then the speaker has to be elected. So we can't wait for months together to get a consensus and not have a speaker. This is so simple as that.
But even yesterday morning also, one of your MPs
Already Mr. Khurana has denied it. So I don't want to deny it again. He has already denied. So there is no point in repeating the stale questions.
Thank you, sir. Consensus candidate. On the other side, they were negotiating with other political parties to have their candidate. So I think this is not done in politics. One has to be very straightforward in politics. From the beginning, from the day beginning, they have started with a false promise. I don't know what the Bharatiya Janata Party government will do in future. It will be very difficult for other political parties, more so for Congress party, to depend what Bharatiya Janata Party says.
How do you clarify Mr. Chandrababu Naidu's stance on this?
Well, he has been dilly-dallying from the beginning only, and unfortunately, he has not been proved. He has not proved a dependable person.
So, do you think that this kind of move is really, very harmful for the inter-democracy also?
No, may not be for democracy, but it is ultimately going to be against him. Maybe he might have done it for short-term games, but as far the long-term politics is concerned, it will go against him.
So why did you go through the process of the voting? Why was it unanimous?
Oh,
There was no election inside. Why was it unanimous?
no, it was not unanimous. It was by voice vote. There was not division. It was by voice vote. It was voice.
Excuse me.
संकेत नहीं है.
बस चलिए. हो गया.
जब मैंने चेक किया ना हुआ किसी का हाथ से वो बटन ऑफ हो गया उधर का. अब आ रहा है. मैं पहले जब चेक किया था तब था. हो गया ना, काउंट कर दिया ना तूने. नहीं आया थे, साउंड ऑफ हो गया.
सर एक सेकंड रुकिए सर रुकिए सर एक सेकंड
Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
So did anybody tell you you are great?
Huh?
Did anybody tell you you are great?
Well, I am really touched by the sentiments that has been expressed by the members of parliament this evening, and I am really grateful to them. That's all I would like to say.
But still you feel betrayed by BJP?
No, I never feel betrayed. I never feel. Everybody has political compulsions. I don't feel bad about it at all. I had an exciting tenure for 18 months. I have tried to serve the parliament, the country to the best of my ability, and I'm quite satisfied. And I will have more time now to look after my family, to look after my constituency. Pardon? No, I personally didn't want that we should press for division, because I had always said that I am not for the contest. I will be there only when I am in the consensus. So, please. Now I think the more important Sir, raise your hand, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
No, I will call again. So many VIPs are waiting.
जब हमको नॉमिनेशन पेपर में दस्तखत करना पड़ा 8:30 का बाद में मेरा जो इन्फॉर्मेशन का बाद, और वापस लेने का कुछ ये रूल्स नहीं था, इसीलिए जो मेरा नाम प्रपोज किया है उन लोग से और मेरा पार्टी से, यूएफ का पार्टी से मैंने ये भी निवेदन किया, तो हमको इसमें डिवीज़न में जाना ठीक नहीं है और कॉन्टेस्ट में जाना ठीक नहीं है, बस यही हुआ।
लेकिन सर आज स्पीकर का इलेक्शन होते ही जिस तरह से सदन में कार्रवाई हुई, जिस तरह से लोगों ने रिएक्ट किया,
मैंने चुपचाप बैठे रहा।
सर आप ये बताइए, नहीं जो चुनौतियाँ आगे फेस करनी पड़ी, what are the challenges?
हाउस वोट कंपोजिशन जो है, देखिए पिछले लोकसभा में 28 पॉलिटिकल पार्टी था, अभी इसी 12 लोकसभा में कितना 40 पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है, और ओपोजिशन और रूलिंग पार्टी का जो स्ट्रेंथ है इतना फ़र्क नहीं है। और इसमें मेरा ख्याल से पिछले कई साल में, कई लोकसभा में सबसे डिफ़िकल्ट, सबसे एक्टिव ओपोजिशन पार्टी इसी सदन में होगा। और हमारे देश में जितना वेटरन पॉलिटिशियंस हैं, फॉर्मर स्पीकर्स ओपोजिशन में है, फॉर्मर मिनिस्टर्स आया है, चीफ मिनिस्टर्स आया हुआ है, इससे सदन का जो डिबेट बिल्कुल ऊपर चलेगा, इम्प्रूवमेंट होगा। लेकिन ओपोजिशन का स्ट्रेंथ देखते हुए मेरे को लगता है हाउस चलाने में आसान नहीं होगा।
स्टेबिलिटी First question is on your reaction to whatever has happened so far.
Well, the reaction has been on traditional lines. There was no question that the government, being on a very slender majority, wanted to ensure that the speaker is someone of their choice. And naturally, there is some heartburn in that. But the Balyogi is a lawyer, educated lawyer, and he'll grow in the job. And we are all happy that he has made it, especially because he belongs to the Dalit community.
But somewhere along there is a sense of hurt when you started out on a note of consensus.
It was bound to be there because Mr. Sangma was told, even if it was informal, but it was told by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister that he was the consensus candidate. But if he had been a consensus candidate, it would have been interpreted the world over as a sign that the party in power or the front in power doesn't have majority. And that is why we have agreed to Sangma. So in order to demonstrate that it is not an unstable formation but a stable formation, even this last minute change was in the larger interest essential.
But why couldn't it be done earlier?
Because what is his name, Chandrababu, he took his time in deciding. Really, he should have decided much earlier.
Thank you. In any future cabinet expansion, do we find Mr. Swamy in the cabinet?
That you better ask Jayalalitha and Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
Thank you.
हमारा मानना है मेरा मानना ये है कि ये 12 अंक का खेल हुआ है, 12 एमपी का खेल। वो 12 एमपी और वो पार्टी टीडीपी पार्टी ये हमेशा देश और दुनिया को बताया कि हम बीजेपी और कांग्रेसाई से समान दूरी रखेंगे और न्यूट्रल रहेंगे। तो न्यूट्रल गियर को छोड़ के और टॉप गियर में जंप किया। तो इसे मेरा ये मानना है कि स्पीकर के प्रति, दलित के प्रति दर्द नहीं है, मेजॉरिटी को कैसे सेटन किया जाए टू रन द गवर्नमेंट 12, ये वो काम हुआ है। तो ये जो काम हुआ है तो आप तो स्पीकर बन गए। तो स्पीकर साहब को हम लोग सुझाव देना चाहते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी उनका एलआई और एलआई का एलआई जो भी पार्टी है उनके झांसा में, उनके प्रशंसा में अगर ये बह गए तो फिर ये राष्ट्र का बड़ा भारी नुकसान होने वाला है, क्योंकि इनको 12 अंक का ये खेल है। 12 अंक को लेना था इनको, क्लियर कट मेजॉरिटी है नहीं, तो ये राजनीति में कितना अब राजनीति भारत की कहाँ जा रही है, गिव एंड टेक हो रहा है।
तो आप समझते हैं कि आज के स्पीकर की नियुक्ति का ये मतलब निकला कि वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस जीतने के लिए उनका रास्ता खुल गया?
बिल्कुल डील है, तो समझौता है।
मतलब उसके लिए कुछ मंत्री परिषद भी इनको दिए होंगे, कुछ नंबर्स भी दिए
हाँ,
होंगे।
तो नहीं होगा तो एक से संतोष करने वाले हैं क्या? ये तो खुलम खुला लोगों को भ्रष्ट किया जा रहा है। ये अब तो मेरा मानना है कि अब तो दल बदल कानून के जो कानून बने हैं उसको जमुना नदी में जाके प्रवाह कर दो,
लेकिन
और उसको प्रवाह कर दो। ये बेकार की बात है, ये कागज में और कानून बना के दल बदल विधेयक के बने हैं और ये होलसेल डीलिंग हो रही है, तो ये तो बड़ा खतरनाक स्थिति है देश के लिए।
लेकिन ये दल बदल कानून को बदलने के लिए और व्यापक
अब
करने
क्या
के लिए
बदलने के लिए, अब क्या बदलिएगा?
बिल्कुल खत्म
अब तो जो बना हुआ उसको जमुना में डालो, कीचड़ में मत डाल दो, फिर ही कर दो। अब ये कोई बात है देश में? तो हम लोग इन चीज़ों को बिल्कुल जनता से लेकर सारे जगह, लोकसभा से सब जगह इसको हम सवाल को मजबूती से हम लोग उठाएगा। थैंक यू, फिर मिलेंगे।
कुछ आंदोलन भी चलाएंगे आप?
चल रहने दे नितिन।
वक्तव्य कोई मुझे फ़ोन के ऊपर अगर धमकी देता है और मुझे कहता है कि आप इस तरह से पार्लियामेंट में काम नहीं करेंगे, मेरे पास क्या एविडेंस हो सकती है? कोई मुझे मिल के कहता है, क्या एविडेंस हो सकती है? इसलिए सदन की परिपाटी ये है, संसदीय परंपरा और परिपाटी ये है कि अगर कोई सदस्य कोई वक्तव्य इस प्रकार का सदन में देते हैं तो जब तक ये साबित ना हो जाए कि ये गलत है, उसको सही माना जाता है। तो इसलिए इस मामले में तो जाना ही नहीं चाहिए, और सरकार ने भी इस मामले में जाने की कोशिश नहीं की, और उन्होंने ये मान लिया आखिर में कि हाँ, सरकारी एजेंसी जिस तरह सीबीआई काम कर रही है उसके ऊपर कुछ अंकुश लगाने की ज़रूरत है। ये बात तकरीबन प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अपने वक्तव्य में मान ली, तो अब हमें उस पर बात को ख़त्म करना चाहिए।
लेकिन स्पीकर साहब ने तो कहा है कि आपका डॉक्यूमेंट एविडेंस नहीं, इसलिए उन्होंने
नहीं, उसके बाद अगर उसके कहने के
ये है कि जय श्री राम से जय सुखराम होगा, ये लोग और क्या चाहिए आपको?
नहीं
बना रहे हैं इसे।
नहीं, देखिए इसमें जो दूसरी बात समझिए आप कि अगर स्पीकर साहब की उस बात को आप करें, उसी के बाद स्पीकर साहब ने विपक्ष के नेता और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी से कहा कि इस विषय पर दोबारा बोलें, तो इसलिए वो भी उसमें बहुत प्रासंगिक बात नहीं। और हमने एक ही बात कही है जो आप दोबारा भी सुनना चाहे सुन लें, इस पार्टी की मजबूरी है। इस पार्टी ने सारी राजनीतिक मर्यादाओं को तोड़ा है, इस पार्टी ने मस्जिद को तोड़ा है, इस पार्टी ने पार्टियों को तोड़ा है सरकार बनाने के लिए। हमें सिर्फ इन्हें ये बताना था कि तोड़ने का काम तुम बहुत कर चुके, अब हम ये काम होने नहीं देंगे।
एक प्रोग्राम के लिए
जी
आप लोग क्या
आगे मत आइए प्लीज। सर यू सिट डाउन, जस्ट सिट डाउन।
हम उसमें जो भी हमारा देखिए एक फर्क है कि हम संविधान के मुताबिक, कानून के मुताबिक जो भी हमें अब जहाँ पर हम उसको चैलेंज कर सकते हैं वो काम हम करेंगे। हम कोर्ट जाएंगे, हम उसको जो राजनीतिक मंच हैं दूसरे वहाँ पर उठाएंगे। हम आपसे अपील कर रहे हैं कि इतना भेदभावपूर्ण, दुर्भावनापूर्ण फैसला है ये जो उत्तर प्रदेश में दिया गया है, जिसमें संविधान की और कानून का मजाक उड़ाया गया है। हम आपसे भी कह रहे हैं कि उसके खिलाफ जनमत तैयार की।
Very clear, the BJP and its allies have an effective strength of 264. No member of the parliament wants instability. No member of the parliament wants another election. And moreover, people and parties are vexed with the Congress manipulations. So the BJP is assured of the support of 264, and smaller parties and independents are in touch with us, and they are in a mood to extend support. And Telugu Desam and the National Conference, as on now, they have taken a stand that they will remain neutral
That will be helpful to us. And then I'm confident that we will get through the confidence motion without any problem whatsoever.
Do you think they will really remain neutral and they may support BJP if they see that there is...
They will not be responsible for destabilizing BJP government. This is my understanding of the situation.
If they find that there is even number or there is some... Yes, because Mr. Lalpura and Mrs. Sindhya cannot...
But I have two Anglo-Indian members who have just become members there on our side. They are going to support us. It comes to 264.
I don't think they have voting.
They have voting right.
They have voting right.
They have voting right. They have voting right. We are confident that they will support us. And moreover, with Sonia Gandhi as the chairperson of the Congress party, the so-called non-BJP parties, I don't think that they will go to the Congress party and tomorrow, after Vajpayee, what next? A Congress government led by the Sonia Gandhi ji. Will it be palatable to these parties? So now the situation is that all political parties are seriously engaged in rethinking, reviewing their position vis-a-vis Congress and BJP. The BJP was supposed to be untouchable. Today, as many as 17 parties are supporting my government. 17 parties are groups. And then the BJP is likely to acquire some more friends. And some of the non-Congress parties who have joined hands with the Congress earlier, at the behest of the communists, they have realized and they are now coming around the view that they have to take a firm anti-Congress stand. See, Telugu Desam has taken a firm anti-Congress stand. National Conference has taken a similar stand. In the coming days, I am confident that these parties, particularly the United Front has become a divided front, it has become a defeated front, it is going to become a disbanded front in the coming days. So there is going to be rethinking, repositioning and realignment of political forces which will be in the interest of the country, forces led by BJP nationalist forces on one side for stability, for progress, forces led by Congress, opportunism and corrupt rule which has given for 45 years. If some parties want to join hands with them like communists, we have no objection. There is a sharp polarization that is taking place that is to my advantage. The Vajpayee leadership. So BJP is now becoming the central focal force in Indian politics and BJP's friendship and its allies are increasing day by day. As of now, we have around 17 supporters. Look at the change that is taking place in the country. People have realized going with Congress is suicidal. Friendship with BJP is useful for the party as well as for the country.
When you talk about this realignment, which are the parties you specifically looking at?
I don't want to name any one of them. Let the parties take their own time and then decide. But I know with my political understanding that a lot of rethinking is going on in many of the parties, which have become victims of the Congress manipulations.
Because today BSP is a house charged the BJP of trying to persuade people by bribing them. I mean, how does it reflect on your party now?
See, nobody in this country is going to believe such allegations. They are false allegations, no basis whatsoever. Then BSP is known for such sort of allegations also, and then they will again tomorrow they go back on their allegations. These allegations, there should be some substance. There should be some proof. There should be something which is attached to this. Simply making a sweeping allegation, taking the protection of the House, and then running away from debate is no good. The leader of the party said it on the floor of the House. Let there be a debate tomorrow. Let the member come forward saying with all the proof he has in command. So the BJP is confident the countrymen are wise not to be misled by this sort of false and baseless sweeping allegations. This has become a habit for some people in this country. We will comfortably get through the confidence motion. This much I can tell you. I can't say the numbers because it is the prerogative of the members to vote. But as on now, the combination is such that BJP and its allies are comfortably placed to get through the confidence motion.
So how many abstentions are you counting in these?
Yeah.
Which are the parties you're counting to abstain in this situation?
Let us see क्या होगा आने वाले दिन में. Some of the parties have already declared that they will remain neutral. Some parties said they were yet to take a decision. They will take a decision. But I am happy that the Telugu Desam has taken a principled stand not to help Congress directly or indirectly. You can understand the message and signal from that.
All the consensus politics has come to an end.
So far as BJP is concerned, I think it never started. They never had it in their mind. But so far as we are concerned, we believe in it.
हिंदी अंग्रेजी हाँ जी जी अच्छा चलिए हाँ
वहाँ पे क्या स्थिति है इसमें?
अब स्थिति है कि ये चक्रवात था और लगभग 11 गांव वेस्ट बंगाल के मिदनापुर में और 3 गांव उड़ीसा बॉर्डर पर बालासोर में इससे प्रभावित हुए और जिस गांव को भी इस चक्रवात ने प्रभावित किया वहाँ विनाश लीला बहुत भयावह हुई। लगभग सारे घर गिर गए, सारे पेड़ टूट गए और हर गांव में 5-7 व्यक्तियों की मौत हुई है और सबसे ज़्यादा जो जनहानि हुई है वो बालासोर के गांव में हुई, जिसमें एक ही गांव में 13 बच्चे एक स्कूल में और 9 जो थे वो बड़ी उम्र के लोग, 22 व्यक्तियों की मृत्यु एक गांव में हुई। तो ये स्थिति है वहाँ, बहुत से पशु भी मरे।
But you reviewed the situation over there.
What are your recommendations?
जी
How has been the relief work, the immediate relief work?
You see, relief was provided by both the governments. All the debris was removed, bodies were removed, and except 2 bodies in one village, all the bodies had been cremated, and all the injured had been removed to the hospital, and relief work was reaching all the villages. And after the recommendations of the 10th Finance Commission, which have since been accepted by the central government and as well as by the state governments, all the relief funds are put at the disposal of the state governments, and 54 point some crores to the West Bengal government and 51 crores of rupees to the Orissa government have already been disbursed. But I am told yesterday the Honorable Prime Minister has taken a decision to give some relief from his own fund, that is Prime Minister's Relief Fund, and the first tranche of the relief, which is due for the next financial year, is being released as a special case, but to be adjusted in the next year. Though even now the states are left with the money which was being carried over from the previous year, that is the current financial year.
But were you satisfied